Something that took me way longer than it needed to was finding a trading strategy that actually fit me and my psychology instead of looking for some godly strategy that would fix all my problems. And what I found over time after looking at 20 plus strategies is there is no best strategy. And if they're all traded well, most of them will have in and around the same equity curve. Now, when you're building your profitable trading strategy, there are three main metrics you need to look at: win rate, risk reward, and trade frequency. And there's a fourth one too, which is simplicity, but I'll get into that a little later in the video. The biggest thing you need to understand with these three metrics is you cannot have all three at the same time. The most you can have is really two of the three. So for example, a high win rate, high risk reward strategy is very possible, but what you will not have is a lot of trades. And if your strategy has a high win rate and a high trade frequency, then most likely it's not going to be a high RR strategy. That's just the trade-off. Now, the most important part when picking between these three is knowing yourself. Are you the type of person who needs a high win rate to trade at your best? Or are you okay with losing more often because you know your winners are way bigger? Or are you someone who needs more trades because sitting there for weeks would mess with you? What you need to do is rank them from most important to least important, and the one that's least important is the one that you sacrifice. So let's say you're the type of person who needs a high win rate for your psychology and would rather trade more often than not. Then you have to understand you're probably going to have to sacrifice risk reward. And that's not a bad thing. That just means you're building a strategy that actually fits you. And honestly, there could also be a fourth metric, which I put in this little corner right here, and that is simplicity. How easy it is to follow your strategy consistently, because you can have a profitable strategy on paper, but if it's too complicated for you to actually follow every day, then it doesn't matter. Now, the last thing I want to mention is please don't watch this video and immediately think you need to go find a new strategy. That's not the point. The point is to understand that every strategy has trade-offs. So stop looking for that perfect strategy and instead start looking for the strategy that fits you and your personality.